You've ever wondered why Jesus had to wait for 30 years before he began his ministry? It turns out that it's not just about the issue of preparation or just the fullness of time according to when God wanted it to be, but he was doing what the law demanded he should do. If you go to Numbers chapter 4, verse 3, it makes very clear there that before you can get to the age of accepted maturity for you to begin your ministry, either as a Levite or a priest or somebody with ministry in the Levitical system, you have to get to the age of 30, right? Between 30 and 50 years old. So Jesus was not just preparing all this while or doing what he wanted to do till he got to the point when he felt it was right, but he was keeping the law and the commandment of God. This is where it makes so much meaning when you go to Matthew chapter 3, verse 15, when he tells John, let this be done in order to fulfill all righteousness. All righteousness means every commandment that the law has commanded us to keep and every necessary and due process that God wants us to follow, we will do it. And then this is where you also understand when Jesus says, I have not come to abolish the law, but to fulfill it. He was a perfect example of those who kept the law. The only places where there seemed to have been exceptions were places where this law was misinterpreted and he had to what? Explain it fully to them. Check another part of this was when he cured the 10 lepers and he asked them in the process they should go and show themselves to the priest in accordance to what? To the law of Moses. So Jesus never came to abolish the law, but to fulfill the law and then to show them the true meaning of what it means to keep the law. So if you are like me, ever wondering why did he have to wait for so long, here you have your answer.